G'day everyone. This is episode 7 of Peekay and Patrons Roundtable. I'm just waiting to do the usual. We're going to mute the YouTube part. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I hate doing that. But anyway. Who have we got here? Oh, we've got 25 people. Beautiful. Hyman, St. George. G'day, guys. The regulars. All right, I got something right from the start. I got to apologise for last week. If you saw the show last week, I actually did the show on my own because no one came on. And apparently a very intelligent subscriber, you could call him a subscriber, I won't mention names, but Steve Keys, he told me that I was very unprofessional because I wore this. And I'll take my glasses off. And that's what scared people off. Okay, so I apologise. I won't wear that tonight. I'll wear this one instead. Because it's fucking cold around the ears, all right? And not only that, I'll just put a blanket around me. Unlike the other electric one, this is just a normal blanket. All right? So I humbly apologise for scaring everyone last week, being so unfucking professional. But I'm sorry. If I'm cold, I'm cold. And I'm not here to dress up for anyone. So anyway, on that note, we have got a new guy tonight. And I'll introduce him. Sorry, his name's Robert, but he's called himself Bob. And hello, Bob. How are you, mate?
Real good, PK. It's real great to meet you. I've been following your videos since 2013, and I mean, you're the best thing on YouTube, hands down. Me and my mates, we just cracking up at your videos, man. I mean, the funniest. Oh, man, it's a real pleasure to meet you, and I think it's a real great idea that you came up with this show.
No worries, mate. You obviously don't sound British. You must be somewhere in America. Whereabouts?
Yeah, Northern California. I was born and raised in San Francisco, California. Lived in LA, lived in Chicago. Been around. I work for the school district.
Okay. What time is it there, mate?
It's 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning?
Yeah, I got up at 3.
Well, there's a good song that was made by, let me think what his name is. I can't remember, the 70s. Farron Young.
Farron Young.
It's 4 in the morning and once more we're dawn. Anyway, don't want to hear that. We've got someone else. I'll just give it a break there for a second. What are you munching on, mate? Popcorn?
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Not pistachios, peanuts.
No pistachios, no macadamia. I had some macadamia nuts yesterday. Those are the good ones.
Okay, what, they salted peanuts?
Yeah, lightly salted.
Okay, so you don't have to actually pick them out of the shells?
No.
Yeah, okay. All right, mate, just hang by. I've got Anthony. Let Anthony in.
What? No.
Anthony.
Do you see him? See how rude this dog is? Come here,
Yeah.
Patrick. Say hi. Hi. What? I'm sorry, PK. Hi, PK.
G'day, Anthony. Yeah, good to see you, mate. What's on your T-shirt? It looks like it says Russian Vids or something.
Stop. What?
Give me a look. Hang on. Russian Vids.
Russian Vids.
Wow.
I started listening to Russian Vids about 5 years ago, the same time I started listening to you.
Well, where's my T-shirt?
If you had a T-shirt, I'd buy one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the last thing you'd want to wear, mate. I'm not into mugs and T-shirts, but anyway. Yeah, it's good to see you, wearing that Russian Vids. So where are you, mate? You're in America as well?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona. It's 4:05 here.
Wow, what's going on here tonight? We got the Americans taking over.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you been watching the shows?
Yeah, some of them. I try to watch most of your videos. I do watch most of them, but I can't get them all in. I've been so busy lately that I fall behind on my videos and things, and that's okay.
Yeah, look, it's hard to keep up. I made 11 videos today, but anyway. Did you watch last week or the week before?
You know what? With you and Tiny Tim, I missed probably 20 minutes of it.
Tiny Tim, but
that was good. A lot of good information.
I don't think people actually call him Tiny Tim. He's a big man. But I'll call him that next time I have it. I might do a show with him next week actually, because he's a ball of laughs. Everyone loves the man. So what brings you on here, Anthony?
I want to come say hi. I've been following your work for 5 years.
5 years? What took you so long, mate?
I'm sorry?
What took you so long?
I was asleep. I was asleep till about 5 years ago. And,
glad I woke you up, mate. But anyway, Bob's been following me since when? 2013. Wow, that's when Boston happened, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, say hi.
Wow, that's when Boston happened, did it?
Patrick, say hi.
Is there an Alsatian, Anthony?
Huh?
Is he a German Shepherd?
Say that again, please.
Is your dog a German Shepherd?
Yeah, he's full blood.
Yeah, cool. I love dogs. Good on you, mate. Look, before we go to Bob, look at it. So 4 a.m. You have to get up early. Is this normal for you or what?
Yeah, I get up around 2:30 and make coffee for us, and then I make breakfast. Then my wife goes to work, and I usually take a little nap when she goes, and then I clean up and get my day going. Was
she a nurse or something?
Yeah, she actually works at the hospital. At a hospital.
All right. Bob, just put you aside for a minute. Anthony, it's good that you've got a wife that actually works in the hospital. Maybe you can sort of first, how does she feel about what's going on and being a hospital worker? What's the situation there? I mean, is she awake like you or what? She's
awake, but she's really not interested in my interests. She does her TikTok or whatever and her Facebook and stuff. But when it goes to the COVID at the hospital, everybody knows it's bullshit. Okay, the workers know it's bullshit, and this person, they're 80 years old. They got COVID. Got to put them they've got COVID, but they're dying of something else, just like everybody else. So they put them in isolation. And they only have not even 5.
Where did you say you lived? Sorry?
I live in Arizona.
Oh, that's right, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right around.
So what's the sort of cases, death toll around there?
I haven't heard of any death tolls. And I mean, I think I might know. I think my wife would tell me, but everybody knows it's bullshit, and they have to play the game. They have to wear their masks, if they go out around the people, but if they're by themselves, they don't have to wear their masks at the hospital.
What about you? Do you have to wear a mask?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry? I'm not going to the hospital. I can't even go and have lunch with my wife because they don't want any visitors.
Man, don't worry about the hospital, just in general life. Do you have to wear a mask if you go out if you go outside? Do you have to wear a mask?
No, you have to wear a mask to get in most stores. I have a card. If you hold on, I'll go get my card. You want me to get my exemption card?
No, don't worry about it. We'll take your word for it. Funny enough, I got an exemption yesterday, so I don't have to wear a mask. In less than 3 hours, we have to wear masks for God knows how long. And yet, household to household transmissions have dropped drastically in the last 2 weeks in this second wave we have. But they've all of a sudden said we have to wear masks. So you try to work that out. It's beyond belief, but anyway.
Beyond.
Anyway, Anthony, Bob.
Yes.
What's it like there with you regards masks and death toll, the people dying in big numbers like New York City?
No, we have 200,000 people in our county. We have 380 cases, and we just had our first death, an 80-year-old man.
Oh, God bless him.
Yeah.
So, why is New York City got 22,000 deaths? Either you got an opinion on that?
Well, I'll just say that New York City was complicit in the 9/11 scamdemic, so I'm sure that they have a big hand in this COVID scam too.
It's the epicenter of the whole thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's where Event 201 was.
The Port Authority, probably the most crooked organization in America, totally mob-backed.
I just got to answer a question from one of the chats, Archimedes and I. He wants to know how I got an exemption. I made a video about it today, mate. I went. Hang on, did I get it today? Yeah, I got it yesterday. Sorry. Day before, I went to my normal doctor, and he threw me out because he didn't want to give me an exemption. Because I asked him for a statement saying that he's rejected giving me an exemption. He didn't like that. He said, I don't want to see you anymore. So anyway, I just made an appointment the next day, the same clinic, with another doctor I'd never met before. He just happened to be on his own that yesterday. And he gave me an exemption straight away, which I made a video about. So it's not hard to get an exemption, because my brother got one today, my older brother, and he's got nothing wrong with him. He just pretended he had some lung problems, and the doctor said yes. And another guy who should be in chat, I don't think he's Gary, another friend of mine, he got one. He's a hospital worker. Not sure how he got it, but he got one today. Anyway, aside from that, back to you, Bob. I told you to take that tie off, mate. You're looking too formal here. Can you just get a T-shirt and write on it, Peekay's a legend? Oh, no, only joking.
Hey, yeah, if you make T-shirts, I'm buying one.
No, well, if someone wants to make a T-shirt with Peekay, whatever, make it and send them out to you for free, because I ain't going to worry about making money out of anything. That's not what it's about, but it's great that no one would know who I am. Anyway, imagine walking down to San Francisco with Peekay's whatever. I mean, they're going to say, who the fuck's Peekay? Anyway.
Yeah, not too many people are really into it.
No, just on that, Anthony, do you wear that shirt when you go out, Russian vids?
Yeah, sometimes.
Has anyone ever come up to you and said, who the fuck's Russian vids?
No, but I got some dirty looks at the mall because they're all wearing masks, and I'm walking around with no mask, telling everybody to obey. It was hilarious. And then,
do you get fined? Do you get fined if you don't wear a mask?
I don't know. Nobody said anything to me.
Rob, did I ask you?
We don't get fined. No, nothing like that up here. I live up in a mountain town where everybody has guns. And if you were to come up here and try to enforce some totalitarian policies, you'd be running away. You'd need resistance up here.
Sounds a good idea. As you know, we don't have guns here because we got them taken away nearly 20 years ago by a wonderful Prime Minister called Johnny Howard, who staged this event down below in Tasmania, Port Arthur massacre, where 37 people either died or didn't die, but they blamed it on one crazy guy with a gun, and he's been locked away for life, even though he had nothing to do with it, but everyone handed the guns in.
Yeah. They've been doing the gun grab ever since the Sandy Hook thing. That was the beginning when they started to target the gun owners. All these things, they're all operations in order to socially engineer the public opinion.
I'll ask both of you guys one at a time. What you just said there, since Sandy Hook, which was 2012, coming up to 8 years, long, oh geez, time flies. You're saying it's a gun grab, but 8 years and there hasn't been any gun grab. Do you think it's quite the opposite, where they wanted people to buy guns and load the guns up in preparation for civil war?
That's entirely possible.
Maybe.
Absolutely. I mean, who knows which way they go? Maybe they want to go both ways. You know, what can I tell you? You know, I'm one guy who works for a living.
Isn't it funny how all the shootings have died down?
Oh, they're done. Not a word.
Oh, it's amazing. That's COVID has actually cured. COVID has cured all the shootings. It's cured the chemtrails.
Unbelievable.
It's cured ISIS. It's cured a few things. It's got rid of the seasonal flu.
Yeah.
So in a way, COVID has been good for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
they gave us a bunch of money in America.
Oh, well, everyone's getting more money. Yeah, that's great. Till they say, well, unless you get the vaccine, you're getting nothing.
That's why everyone loves it. That's why these people are screaming, wear a mask. They get money. They don't have to go to work. They're having a great time.
Isn't it amazing that every country's got from day one, they had stimulus packages already ready within days, announced within days. They had social distancing within days. They had lockdowns within days. And they've all had the peak, and they've all had the flattening the curve, and they've all said the second wave's coming, and now the second wave's come. Isn't it amazing that every country's having the same thing?
Same thing.
Yeah, you'd think there's something going on. You think they might have a script in front of them?
I'll tell you what, people are waking up.
Are they?
Hey, if you follow Gregory Manarino on YouTube, he's explained that the Federal Reserve Bank is literally buying every debt instrument and every asset in the world in a complete takeover of the world. I mean, that's what's going on. And they're killing 19 globalist agendas with one scam.
All right. Seeing you both blokes are in America. QAnon, what's your opinion?
Scam.
COINTELPRO.
Yeah. Okay. Donald Trump.
Actor.
Puppet.
Okay. Joe Biden.
Hilarious.
Mental patient.
What was that one, Bob?
Mental patient.
He's going to be your next president.
Yeah. Hey,
you can't call him that.
I've never voted, so I wouldn't know.
What about creepy? Does that come in there somewhere?
Oh, absolutely. I don't watch enough of. I don't entertain enough of those. That aspect. Peekay. I watch you, and I can't really think of anybody else that not paying any attention to anymore. I chucked my TV a week ago. I've never been happier.
So I should come there and put in my hat for presidency?
Yeah. Oh, hey, anytime. Anytime you want to come to America, you're welcome here.
You reckon I could get some financial backup for that support?
Well, I think you got to be a citizen to even have any chance.
Well, maybe I could become a Bostonian. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Good luck.
You reckon the mayor of Boston would welcome me? I'd love.
It's pretty rough out there in Boston.
I'd love to go there and meet Carlos and Brown Cow. How's Brown Cow? It's amazing that she hasn't put herself up for presidency.
Hey, it's amazing that none of them ever came after you and tried to sue you.
Oh, it may be. No, they can't sue someone when they know they're fully.
That's how you know. That's how you know. Any person in their right mind would have been fuming mad if that were a real incident.
If I was in America, still they wouldn't have done anything. But as you know, Melbourne's had some bullshit things as well. They try to silence me. If I was saying the wrong thing, they would have done the same thing here. But
how did you get in contact with Fetzer?
Good question.
He's been gone for so long. I thought I thought he had fallen off the scene.
Oh no, I've had him on Skype. I think probably 2 years, maybe. I'm not sure how I contacted him, to be honest. Whether he contacted me to do a show years ago, I don't know.
I liked him first, but he started to go off the rails like 3-4 years ago.
He's very intelligent and he means well. He's not a shill. I mean, I'm sick of that too. You know, he's gone through that Sandy Hook, and like no one else, he's written books about it.
He wrote the book, I know.
Yeah, they banned it on Amazon and
banned the book.
What I find strange is this, $500,000 that he was supposedly, is it a fine?
Right.
Posner, this unknown person, Posner, got him for $500,000. How are you going to pay back $500,000? And he hasn't sort of said much about it. I know he keeps sending me emails that I haven't had time to read them, but maybe that's his appeals coming up. I don't know, but as you know, the whole Sandy Hook thing and Lenny Posner and all that, they got to cover themselves up, and because that was the start, as far as I'm concerned, with all the bullshit.
Unbelievable.
You can go back to Columbine and stuff like that. But Sandy Hook was the big one, followed by Boston. But yeah, James Fetzer's a good man.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
I hope so.
When I did the show with him about a month ago, he started right off the start talking about Donald Trump and really sort of thinking that this guy's the savior and all that. I thought, oh, Jim, no, no, Jim. I mean, if he was going to be your savior and all that, by God, I mean, he would have done it by now. And, all these people are committing suicide and lives have been stuffed. When's it going to happen?
It's not going to happen.
It's not. I just see ya, Ash. Good to see you, Ash. Come on if you can. We need some beauty amongst the beasts here. Anyway, if you don't know who Sia True is, if you're watching the chat, that's a lovely woman I had on two or three shows ago. She's in Australia and haven't really heard much from her since, but she's told me a few stories which I really wanted to talk about. Anyway, it's a different issue. So, where were we? Yeah, James Fetzer and Sandy Hook.
It's amazing how none of this stuff, I mean, the counter intel programs that they have are so effective. It's mind-boggling. They probably have a whole building full of people on the internet right now.
Oh, all right. You guys, what do you know about FEMA camps?
I think they're real. I believe they're real. And I don't like the things I see.
Well, there's been videos out. Oh, I think I made videos on this like 5, 7, 8 years ago. And they're old videos showing these camps in the middle of nowhere. Like, apparently there's 600 of them in the middle of nowhere. And they even got, like, the Nazis had gas pipes connected to buildings. They're like old railway places where they got the trains that could come in. And they even showed us all these coffins. Have you seen them? They're like coffins stacked on top of each other, thousands and thousands that can hold like 6 bodies. I mean, they're sitting around waiting for years and years. What do you think they're there for?
We're going into a global food crisis. We're still in the bottom of solar cycle 24. So solar cycle 25 started, but we still have out of seasons, major crop losses. China just lost, I don't know how much farmland. We're going in global famine. That's what we're heading. That's what they want. They can bring in Bill Gates and Al Gore's fake food, take the farm from the country, put it inside of buildings. Vertical farming. That's where we're going. The farm animals got to go.
You're right. It's all about control of the food, and it's not a coincidence here in Victoria where they've said 80% of the cases 80% of the cases are either aged care or people working in meat factories. What the hell? What's this meat factory shit? Closing down. Anyway, it's a good time to introduce Ash. And so, look, Ash, right now, I'm not going to say you're good looking or anything like that because I can't say that on this show. There's a lot of people get upset because they say it's so you're not good looking. I apologise if I said that last time.
How dare you?
How dare you?
You're not as good looking as Bob and Anthony. You're just a average looking sort of, right? How you been?
I've been good. I've been good. I flew back from Brisbane yesterday.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was.
Aren't the borders closed?
No, so when I flew in, so sorry, I've been away and stuff like that. It's just
Well, that's not good enough, but go.
Oh no, I know it's never good enough, is it? So yeah, so when I flew in, like they had like the police tables and like the Department of Health tables and stuff like that. But flying back, they didn't have any of that. And like I had to
hang on. Start from scratch. You live in
Sydney.
New South Wales, Sydney.
Yeah.
So you flew to Brisbane.
Yeah.
And so what happened there?
Okay, yeah. So when I landed, on the plane they said, they said something about the COVID Safe app and having a border pass. I didn't know what they were talking about because, like, I haven't owned a TV in a decade. It's not a law for me to own a TV. It's not a law for me to watch the news. So anyway, I landed, and then there's all these police officers, and then there was like this stand, and it had like this QR barcode thing on it, and everyone was walking through it, and they're like, to me, the police officers are like, "Oh, where's your border pass? You got to show it to us on your phone." I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they said, use your camera on your phone and, scan this QR, circle, blob thing and, do the, the border pass questionnaire. And I said, I don't have a QR reader on my phone. And so I did the paper one, and it was 3 pages, like double-sided. And it was asking me, like, what's my address in Sydney and if I've been sick or whatever.
Hang on. Before you boarded a plane in Sydney, you should have all, been, okay. I'm going to New Queensland. Am I okay? Yeah, okay. Get on the plane and get there. So your problem is you get to Queensland, or was it Brisbane Airport?
Yeah.
And what, you get off the plane, and instead of having customs and all that shit, you got police there with all this shit.
Yeah, and that's before customs. That's all before. Like the walk. Wait, where's my screen? The walkways. So from like the tarmac area or whatever, and you get off the plane, and then you've got those really elongated walkways, and then you get to customs. So it was on those elongated walkways that they had the tables set up. And so it really streamlined the process for them because they could make sure no one got through if they didn't have a quarantine pass.
So how long did it take to get through that? Because there's 100 people? How many?
Oh, well, everyone else had the QR. They did it online and they just showed their phone to the police officers. And then I just did the paper one. And then I had to go through the health desks, and then the people there asked me, how am I? Have I felt sick or anything like that? And I said, no. I said, I'm happy and healthy. How are you? And they were really shocked that I turned the question back on them. And then the guy, you could tell, like, through the mask, he was like, sorry, I got something in my teeth. He was quite surprised, and then he was like, well, it's actually quite nice to be asked how I am. And then I went to the police. Then the police were on like another series of desks afterwards. And so then they wanted something that had my name and address on it. And then, I had to say, like, while I was visiting Queensland, and whether I was from the hotspot areas of Campbelltown, because it was like 2 weeks ago, or week and a half ago, that I went there, And so Campbelltown, there was a hotel in Campbelltown. There was a hotspot. So I don't know if they would let me in if I was from that area, but I wasn't.
Hotspot.
Yeah.
Fucking hotspot.
I know.
You got through that. You got through customs. You didn't have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
No.
You spent 10 days or whatever. All
Yeah.
right. Coming back.
Coming back, it was nothing, like just absolutely nothing at Sydney. And it was really interesting. They said all this stuff. It was interesting on the plane back because they kept on saying they encourage us to wear a mask. And they didn't say that on the plane there, but they kept on saying we encourage you to put your mask on as you walk down and exit the plane. And they didn't say that on the way there. So that was really interesting that they were going real hard with the mask wearing. But on the flight there to Brisbane, they kept on saying over the PA at Sydney Airport, each passenger gets a complimentary fly well pack. And so when I boarded, I wanted to see what was in the safe, fly safe pack. And it was just 2 face masks. So I just read the writing and then put it in the bin in front of everyone. As I didn't care. Like, it's just dumb. And it was interesting on the plane back, but lots of people were wearing masks. So there's definitely big spike.
Have you got a mask handy?
No, I don't care. I'm not wearing one.
I want you to put one on.
No.
All right.
No.
We had one of the fakeologists has disappeared. Don't know why. Oh, no, he's back. Hang on.
Hello.
Hello, fakeologist.
Hello, Peekay. Finally, we talk.
Finally.
Hello, beautiful Ash.
Hey.
The only reason I don't show my face is because it pales in comparison to the beautiful Ashika.
Hang on. You two. I said this is not a sexist show. She's not beautiful. She's
It's not a sexist show. It's a sexy show. At least the bottom half of the screen.
Oh, look. I've got in trouble over this. I got told we're not allowed to say she's good looking. All right.
Nobody's gonna deny me my natural biological functions, including breathing.
The switchboard just
and heavy breathing.
All right. That's enough.
All right, sorry.
All right. We agree she's good looking. All right, we'll cut it there.
Beautiful girl, and she's very smart. She's been on the audio chat on fakeologist.com. Very, very sharp mind. Her mind's as beautiful as her face.
Thank you. I've missed you. Yeah, I went on a few podcasts on Fakeologist.
Well, you're always welcome. Don't be afraid.
All right.
Fakeologist, correct me if I'm wrong. I did a show with you 6 years ago.
I don't think we've ever done a show. No, we have not. I haven't.
I'll look through my files because I'm sure I did something.
But I'm a great admirer of your work, and I post tons of your videos on my own private video server called fakotube.com. So you're so prolific that I only take the best ones, my favorite ones, and put them on. But yeah, you're doing great work over there in Melbourne. And I do an audio chat usually every Saturday morning here or Saturday night in Australia with a whole bunch of sometimes drunk Australians. And I really am quite in tune with what's going over there because Australians are either being punished more than the average members of the Queen's realm, or they're just more awake than Canadians. I'm over here in Canada, and as you know, we're the cold twin of Australia.
Okay, you're in Canada, right?
Yeah, Toronto.
I don't know what's going on here because.
Can I have just he thinks of Rebel News.
What was that?
Yeah, you're the second American in the last 12 hours to ask me if I watch Rebel News. Yeah, they're controlled opposition, and they'll give some truth, but for the most part, they're just mainstream. It's our so-called Fox News of Canada, but overall,
is that what it is?
I'd rather watch Peekay than watch some of those loudmouths.
Someone says you're a stalker. What's that all about?
I'm a stalker? Oh, it's just probably because I was speaking highly of Ashika, maybe.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Christina, yeah. Hi. I know you can't come on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dead set certain. I did a show with someone in fakeologist. I can't remember what it was. One of
Okay.
the days, but
Well, we're a one-man enterprise. We have lots of people that join my Discord, my website, that could identify as fakeologists, but I'm a one-man show, so unless someone's impersonating me. But I'd love to watch the show that you had with me.
I know. I'm starting to get worried here. Boris the Blade says PK looks sexy in his hat. I'm turning. Oh my god. Turning with play. Oh shit.
He's turning the multicolored way.
I don't think Boris is a female. That's worrying.
Mhm.
Sorry, Boris. Yeah, please don't turn. Ash, I'm going to get back to you. I don't know what happened to our friend. Sorry, what was his name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah, maybe he's gone to feed his dog.
Yeah.
Or maybe he couldn't handle Ashika and they couldn't compete with. Anyway, Ashika, look, yes or no? Do you want to talk about what you sent me last week? But this has to be quick. It's up to you. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, my experience in the Christian church.
Yeah, this is going to be quick though. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh,
A few minutes, all right?
It's like I was in this. It's called the Potter's House, and like they're all around Australia and America. It's a fundamentalist Christian group. So anyway, there's a documentary of me online, and so I shared it with PK a bit about it. And I think like what's like really interesting because I've left it, but like now with what's going on and how I can see like the comparisons between mind control that happens in a fundamentalist Christian group and like mind control that's happening right now in everyday society. So I think that's like just really helped me as well. Just it gives me like a different perspective to see what's happening. Like in the fundamentalist Christian group, like they encourage you to only have friends that are also in the church with you. Then they encouraged us to not use the internet. And then if you use the internet, had to have like a third-party password. A third party had to hold the password. Just it was really quite extreme. Like, things like, moving out like at 18 and, them saying things like you can't live with anyone who's a sinner because, they'll influence you and, you'll become a heathen and things like that. They'll sow seeds of the devil in you. But, I've got, no perspective on Christianity. Now, I read it symbolically. I think it's really interesting to read the Bible that way. But yeah, it's interesting now, like, because with what's happening with this whole corona and stuff like that, you definitely see, people being isolated. And that's what happens as well like, especially if you're a kid like I was 14, my sister was 16, when you're then saturated in this, they call it love bombing and this fundamentalist Christian group. There's fundamentalists in all religions probably. But yeah, so they then surround you, and then any non-conformity is then censored, and it's like a public humiliation in front of the church. So, young people would get disciplined, and so that means they weren't able to do their ministry, they weren't able to sing on stage, and I never felt confident enough to ask anyone, or when I did, why they were disciplined, why they weren't allowed to sing on stage. They just said, because the pastor told them to, but it could have turned out that they were masturbating, or sorry if this is not an adult show, but you couldn't even masturbate. If you masturbated, then you were disciplined and you couldn't sing on stage. But I didn't know any of that. Like I just, I didn't realize like the depth, the depth of like control like that. Like my sister had her first kiss on the wedding day, so I knew that we weren't allowed to do anything and stuff like that. But it's just really interesting now seeing this COVID thing, because it's like, there is that public shaming. Like if you're not wearing a mask, you get the looks, or, it's that, it's the information control through, the scrying screen, the scrying board of the television right now. And it's not from the pulpit. And, people are listening to these authority figures without actually looking at the logic themselves. And, so I can, draw a lot of parallels with what's happening now from my previous life.
You mentioned masturbating. That's like a large group of people having a discussion. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
I think everyone here would be thrown out of that church.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, Ash, you've got a YouTube channel with quite a few videos. What's that channel?
Oh, it's called See It True. Yeah. I made it to like.
It's not called See It True. It's called something else.
Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of trolls on there, so I stopped using it. That one's Ad Astra.
Ad Astra. So, there's quite a few videos you talking about all this.
Yeah.
So you've got out of it.
Yeah.
All right. So I just thought, people might want to hear that. Fakeologist, what's your website? Someone's asked. Oh.
Fakeologist.com or fake11.com/blog.
Okay, cool.
Happy to have anyone on. Fakeotube.com. That's the video site.
Fakeologist.
Say again, Bobby?
How did you get into the truth community?
Oh, well, I've been in it since 2012. I got into it via the IRS research that I was doing, and then I stumbled upon Alex Jones, and then 9/11. That reactivated in my mind, and it occurred to me that in 2012, which was 11 years after, how that could not have been solved in 11 years with all the great minds. And then then down the rabbit hole I tumbled, like Alice.
Yeah.
And haven't been able to get out since. And just as things were getting kind of boring, 2020 began, 3/11. And of course, we're now in the greatest psyop in the history of the world.
Unbelievable.
It's so overwhelming. It's every intelligence agency working together with the militaries of the world. And here we are in mask land.
Yeah.
But it's a great opportunity. When I'm out and about on my job, I bump into, of course, all masked women. And now finally I can talk to all these women and say, could you please lower your mask? I want to see your beautiful face. So it's a great come on, honestly.
Hey, silver linings.
Hey,
silver linings, Bobby.
I mean, putting the mask, you wouldn't look the same.
She wouldn't look at all. All you see is eyes. I'm wondering how the makeup companies are going to do, because other than mascara around the eyes, you can't really wear makeup below the eyes because it's going to smear all over the mask and make quite the mess, isn't it, Ash?
Yeah, I don't actually wear makeup. I haven't worn it in maybe once.
Yeah, you got makeup on now.
She doesn't need it.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
She doesn't need it.
No mascara? Oh, my God.
No, I'm real lazy.
The Kardashians will figure out a way to make a buck off this.
I doubt they make any money much.
Hear about Kanye running for president?
Another distraction.
Yeah, distraction.
If you didn't think Trump was an actor, when Kanye comes on, it reinforces the idea that you're just voting for clowns. Bring in the clowns.
What's going to happen in November?
Well, if I knew, I wouldn't be here. I'd be putting all my money on whatever stock is going to triple and double and quadruple. So, yeah, who knows?
Psychologist. What can I call you?
My name is Tim, Tim.
Tim, that's easier.
That's fine.
Yeah, I keep hearing, over the weeks and months how the vaccine, I'll get to you in a second, Ash. The vaccine's the number one agenda in this, and how the drug companies are going to make heaps of money. So why aren't people months ago putting all their money in the stocks into the drug companies when we know this is going to happen? But that's another thing. But all right, Ash, 2 weeks ago, was it 3 weeks ago? You believe that it wasn't about the vaccine. Have you had a change of mind on that?
No, I made a video on vaccines today, but I actually looked at it must be like the first clinical study of the trial vaccination. And what was really interesting is that they, March 16, 2020 was when they first started the clinical trial. So that's just 5 days after the WHO announced that it was a world pandemic. And then what's really interesting as well is that it was 66 days. So I think it was 20th of January that the apparent unique sequence or whatever of this COVID-19 was released. And so then 66 days after, they had come up with the with their novel, reagents so that they can put that in the vaccine. But then what I made a video and I went through the references as well. But that marker that they used for the vaccination, they referenced a method for the coronavirus that was from 2012. So anyone saying that this is a unique COVID corona strain, that's false, because they've used a method for their, what you do with, vaccines or whatever, or when you want it to attach and elicit a reaction from a specific antigen, you want it to bypass certain things or whatever. So they used a method that's from a 2012 research paper. So I found that really interesting. I just think that, I guess it's a good thing to follow the money, and like Bill Gates has lots of money in Monsanto. And so that's why I think it's really interesting seeing where the food's going right now. Because then if you follow like natural disasters as well, like there were big floods in America, and then that was like prime agricultural land, and then we had the bushfires in Australia as well, and so is that ruining prime agricultural land?
Here. We had a lot of fires here.
Yeah, and so I think that perhaps there is an agenda towards food. If you follow Bill Gates's money, if that's a valid way to look at things. But yeah,
You didn't answer my question.
Do I still think vaccinations are like a distraction or a...
Vaccination is the number one agenda to this whole thing. Don't worry about Bill Gates and making money. That's got nothing to do with it. It's got something to do with it, but it's not about that. It's about...
I don't know. There's so much...
control of the whole world. 7.5 billion people to be vaccinated with now a nanoparticle gel that's going to make your body a computer, and they are going to control you, and everything that all your life is going to be controlled by, whatever that they put inside you. The cashless society, you won't be able to buy anything without, whatever connection with 5G probably comes in, whatever. Tell me, is it the vaccine or not? You told me 3 weeks ago it wasn't the vaccine, and I was stunned.
Well, have you heard that they can augment behavior, and that they have been doing it? I don't know, fakeologists. Do you know Crow 777?
I'm aware of Crow 777. Yes, I am. I don't listen to him lately, though.
Oh, right. I think he's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, he's a good speaker, but the lunar wave thing kind of threw me for a loop.
Did it?
I think so.
You think it's distraction?
I think it might be, Bob. Bob, are you on my site at all, or do we know you?
I will be now. I will be.
No, I'm just wondering if I've heard from you or seen you on the internet.
I haven't heard of you. No. Before, okay. I spend very little time on the internet.
Oh, smart.
I check my TV. I can't do it.
No, you're good. PK, where's the AIDS vaccine? You're old enough to remember we were going to get an AIDS vaccine back when they cut off our sexuality in the 80s.
I've never taken a vaccine. I don't know.
No, I know, but the point is we were promised the AIDS vaccine. Where is it? The same guy, Fauci, was telling us all about it.
I remember the commercial, Grim Reaper, saying the Grim Reaper was going to get you.
I know. You guys had the best commercial in Australia for the anti-AIDS message. It was unbelievable. I've seen it many times. But I think there's a good possibility we'll never see a vaccine. It's the dangling carrot in front of a donkey. It's literally 3 feet ahead of us. It's just a wealth transfer. Yeah. And of course, don't forget, if you multiply the number of animal species times the number of viruses they say are in each one, that's 320,000. So even if they did get a vaccine, they'd have 319,999 more to do, because of course we'll be able to get every other single virus if viruses are real, which they're not. They're not contagious. And that's another site I registered, youcan'tcatchavirus.com, because
I've heard all about that.
You can no more catch a virus than you can catch someone's arm.
Right.
And that's, if people just educated themselves on the terrain theory. Go ahead, PK.
You're breaking up.
Sorry. Viruses don't spread through the air or touch. They are created from inside your body as an attack on your when you get a disease or an attack,
Mm-hmm.
bad toxic cells. They kill you.
Exactly.
They're exosomes. They actually are good for you. But
They're part of our biology. They're part of us.
And you all have watched Andrew Kaufman, I'm sure.
Yes.
Probably the best guy to watch about this, and it's so simple how he explains it. He uses a lot of terms that we don't understand, but no, you cannot show this to someone on the street.
No.
It's staggering. You got to wear a mask.
How can you? It'd be like explaining the Bible in under 30 seconds to get into the grocery store. That's impossible. I'm not going to argue with a cart washer about a mask and the science behind it. The people that are doing that are really wasting their time.
Great point.
They don't even know where the bananas are in the grocery store. So how the hell are they going to understand germ versus terrain theory? Think about it. We only have so much time on this earth. You got to use your time extraordinarily wisely. So arguing with anybody with a grade 8 education is a waste of time. Now, I'm using the mask. I don't really do much shopping. My wife does all the shopping. And I told her, she's totally against it. But I said, do you want to fight in the fruit section, or are you going to mask up? It's just a practical thing. You wear your mask, you put it on to get in the goddamn store, and then pull it down. And I doubt anyone's going to chase you around telling you to pull it up to your eyeballs. I really doubt that. And if they do, pull it up, walk away, pull it down. We could just play this game of chicken all day long. No one is going to be one-on-one mask enforcement.
Hey, so the food is so disgusting now. It's.
I know. I just got a load of peaches and they're all dried out.
I mean, you can eat fruit and vegetables, but everything else is just.
Well,
if you guys don't know, what's it now? In 2 hours,
minutes.
2 hours time, Melbourne metropolitan area and another part. Mandatory masks. Who knows?
Are we going to get to see Peekay in his mask?
Well, I've been exempt. I went to the doctors yesterday, and I didn't fool him.
Well, almost everyone in the world is exempt. They're not laws; they're regulations. I don't think there's almost no parliaments or legislatures actually sitting. They only sit to extend the emergency orders. That's all they do. They sit, extend the emergency orders, and disband. If they even go to Parliament, I think they're doing it mostly through this suspicious Zoom meetings. But there is no law. It's a regulation. It's the same as getting a parking ticket. If you did get a ticket, it's not criminal. It's not written into any of their laws. It's simply a regulation under the emergency acts of whatever jurisdiction you're in.
We here call it a direction or an act, and it's not passed through law. But they make out this state of emergency where they can get around. And our premier, we call him. What do we call him? Oh shit, I can't think.
Dummy.
Dictator Dan.
Right.
Horrid thing you've ever seen. He comes out every morning and gives his, I call it the Dictator Dan virus horror show.
Right.
He
Dan, if you met him in a bar, he looks like a perfectly nice guy. I watch enough of him because of your channel. We have our own doofus here. We have premiers. You have premiers, I think, too. The most powerful people in every jurisdiction are the chief medical officers. These are the army. These are the activated members of the Bill Gates army.
Yep.
We are following a script. It's the same in every jurisdiction. So if I hear something's happening in Melbourne, I wonder, okay, are they going to pick a city in Canada to do the exact same thing? And the answer is probably yes. You're a little closer to China, which is the absolute center of technocracy. And I think there's probably more Chinese influence in Australia, maybe just because of the proximity. But whatever's happening there, I just watch you and wait for it to come here.
You're right. Well, China owns most of Australia anyway.
Yeah.
Just on Dictator Dan, I was saying, I mean, I made 11 videos today. It's driving me nuts.
Where do you get the energy to pump out these videos, Peekay?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Do you got guys working for you?
Yeah, show us your back office.
Come on, guys, everybody in.
Where's that army of shields behind you?
What is the intelligence agency of Australia called? Here at CSIS.
They're all going to sleep.
All right, they're all lying on the floor under their masks.
Hey,
Hey, get out of there. Come on. No, he's too shy.
Peekay, do you remember when you were having that little feud with Jungle Surfer?
Where is Jungle Surfer in all this? I had to turn him off. He was spinning into La La Land. I had to unsubscribe.
Don't even mention his name. I call him Jungle Burper. The guy is
Hey, I got to tell you one more funny story.
You know, I haven't spoken to him or talked to him for years. I never did. We sort of got on well together many years ago. But apparently he made a video of me. This is fair dinkum. There was a photo of me taken 5 years ago. It was in the main newspaper where I won this big award for a certain bet I made on the AFL. And they met me, the cameraman met me in a hotel. I was meeting a woman, actually. And they gave me a wooden spoon. You know what? When someone comes last in the AFL, we term it as the wooden spooners. So that was the bet I won. I tipped that side Richmond to be wooden spooners. So they gave me a wooden spoon. They gave me my jumper, which is a Collingwood black and white jumper. And this Jungle Surfer made a video saying, "Oh, have a look at him, the black and white. He's a shill, and he's got nothing here." And they said, "What the fuck are you on about? You know, forget about him. He's a goose."
Peekay, could I get you to come on our Australian Roundtable, our Fakeologist Australian Roundtable on Saturday night, 8 p.m.?
Saturday. On weekends, I charge double.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll be right. Just contact me somehow.
fake11.com/Discord. Join in. We'd love to have you on. We have at least 3 other Australians on, and they're all big fans of yours. So if you want to drop in, that'd be great.
Ash and who else?
Ash actually hasn't been by. We have a regular lineup. We've got Golden Skidmark from Perth, Rick from Sydney, Exoteric from Sydney, Rolo from Newcastle, and myself usually. We actually have an ounce of salt from Geelong.
No.
And we've got Yossarian from Tasmania. I can't get any Canadians on my show. They're all Australian. You guys are the only guys that are really awake, which is fantastic.
There's no one here that's awake, mate.
No, you guys are Australians are great.
No, they're not from Australia.
I don't want to come to Australia because every Canadian that goes to Australia never comes back.
Oh, what? You get murdered?
No, it's just the weather and, of course, all the blonde ladies. Well, except for Ash. It's just they get stuck down there. They can't leave.
That's a shithole, mate. Don't come here. Anyway.
Well, now this is the best advertisement. This what's going on down there, not to visit. What's going on in Australia? You guys are over the top.
Go up north, maybe, but don't go down south. Anyway. Mm-hmm. All right. Send me details on through Patreon.
Sure. I'll do that. Perfect.
You know, if I've got 5 minutes to spare, I might.
And I think it's great that you put the credits of your patrons in your videos at the end. That's really fantastic. I think RV does the same thing.
I apologize because I was knocking down, last few days. Because it takes a little bit of extra time to add that on. And
oh yeah, I know. You're all right, buddy. You're all right.
You got to keep updating, and you don't want to miss anyone out, and you got to type these weirdo names in. And I promise I'll put them in the next few videos I make.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Just once in a while, it's great. Great to see your name in lights.
Yeah, the problem is now, when I put my normal YouTube videos up, I do the same exact thing with archive.org. So I'm spending double the time, if you know what I mean. And actually, archive.org takes a lot more time because I haven't worked out how, to type.
Peekay, do you leave your computer on connected all the time?
Yep.
Then don't just put your videos in a directory and share the directory as read-only. There's a fantastic program called Resilio Sync. That's the best way to do it, and then people can upload or download your videos right from your computer. And if they leave their computers on, your videos will be shared from their system. It's a file sharing system. It's very safe. You can set the directory to read only, just the one directory, and get people to share. I've got all Mr. E's videos that I could capture, and I share them that way. So anyone who wants any of Mr. E's old videos on transvestigations, since he keeps getting taken down, that's one way I share it. So you could do the same thing and not waste your time with archive, because I know exactly what you're saying.
No, well, archive, when I say archive, because of the name, it's just like being on BitChute or a platform where my videos will be there all the time. And I happen to want to put every single video I've ever made from day one, which is, I don't know, 2.5 hours, whatever. But I just don't get time. And
I agree. It's a lot of work doing what you do.
I know there's a lot of stuff which I can't put on YouTube, which will be removed immediately, like, all my Boston videos and whatever. But there will come a time when it'll be quiet. And but yeah, I don't want to do what you said, because it's open to hackers and people getting my. I don't want to get anyone getting my computer like that. If they want my stuff.
I understand. I think you're safe. But
well, I'll tell you what, I didn't even know this till last week. That 153 News, whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What happened to them?
He pleaded me to go on there, and when he opened up, whatever it was a year, I didn't want to go on it. I said it's YouTube or nothing, And then he started calling me shill and everything. But anyway.
Wow.
Someone there's apparently created a channel called Peekay, and lo and behold, they're copying everything I do even now and putting my videos on there. There's like hundreds of videos going back to.
Well, they're doing you a favor.
Yeah, even though I can't access it and do what I want, I don't mind that.
There's a couple. There's a YouTube channel called Fake Fakeologist. He actually didn't even use the word fake fakeologist, and he was creating a lot of confusion. I said, I don't mind if you make videos about me, but don't use the exact same name, because there's a lot of people that are confused by that. So, yeah, when you have fans, you have anti-fans as well. That's just the way it works.
Tell me about it. Anyway, what have we got? Bob, sorry. But just before Ted, what time is it there?
It's 8 a.m.
Oh, it's not too bad. You can see Rob's wearing a tie at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be at work in an hour.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least you have a job to go to. That's great.
You got a mask?
The school's closed. The school's closed back in March, but we're paid until June 20th of 2021.
Are you a teacher?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maintenance man.
But you said the schools are closed, so.
Yeah. So we still go to to the yards and
Well, that's good. That's a job. That's an admirable job. It's probably a strong union.
I'm happy with it. I'm working on my bachelor's right now. I'm majoring in psychology, and I want to get a bachelor's in criminology.
Wow.
That's good.
Do you have to take a course in psyops?
Yeah. I'm all set on that one.
Ash, what are you doing?
I could teach a course.
I'm doing it. I'm doing a career change because I dropped out of pursuing a PhD in medicine. So then I worked for myself for the last few years, and now I'm studying cybersecurity. Oh. So, yeah.
How's your singing career go?
Oh, no, that was one singing lesson that I did, and I then did singing lessons for like a year because I didn't do any as a kid. I would just get always nervous and shy. But I got a guitar, so I just want to wait, which way is it? Wait, I'm so confused because the camera flips it.
Can you play a little?
Come
on. No,
on.
I didn't practice my chords enough.
Hey, Ash, if you want practice with cybersecurity, I'll be your first cyber stalker, and you can see if you can get rid of me if you want. Ash is the best laugh. Have you heard her suite of laughs, Peekay? She has the best laugh.
No, I haven't.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, I used to do heaps of I really woke up a lot from Fakeologist. And,
oh, God bless your heart.
Yeah, I love you guys.
We
but I was
love
on the Fakeologist Discord group. I think that's why I asked you, Peekay, a while ago if you were on Discord.
He will be.
I've never been on Discord. No interest. Sorry. I don't have the time. Honestly,
Old dog, new tricks. Come on, PK. You're not that old.
I don't even want to do the shit I'm doing now, but I
You
got a
have
question.
to.
Ash, when's the last time you went to a dentist?
Me?
No, Ash.
Oh, when I think my wisdom tooth out. How old was I? I think that would have been, I'm 20. Oh, wow. Maybe that's 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
How do you scale?
Which?
How do you scale your teeth?
Scale? What do you mean?
I'm big on dental health. So how do you get the plaque under your gum line?
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I just brush them. But like I don't know. I gave up flossing. I just got too lazy. But I don't know. There's just this toothbrush that I like using, and it's just got like really microfiber, like micro, small bristles, and so they just get all the plaque and stuff. And then I like you're not supposed to use it on its own, but I just brush my teeth with some bicarb, and because it's like I don't want to put sugar on my because I don't want to use all those sugar and fluoride toothpaste and stuff.
I was going to ask you that. What sort of toothpaste you use?
Yeah, no, I don't use toothpaste.
I'll tell you a quick story about that.
Yeah.
You go to Coles or Woolworths, and you got Colgate. You got rows and rows of all fancy different toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
All with fluoride.
Mm.
And if you look right down the bottom, you get on your hands and knees, you might find 1 or 2 tubes of non-fluoride. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to go down there. But I did this a couple of years ago. I went to a health store in a supermarket chain. If you ever been to a health store, you hardly got anyone that goes in there. Their profit margin must be so low because the price is a little bit dearer. And I went and I looked at the toothpaste, and they're all non-fluoride. And I think I asked them, what's the go? I try to play dumb. I said, what's the go here? You're selling non-fluoride toothpaste. What's the go? I'm told fluoride's great and all this. I was playing dumb. And she didn't really know much about it. I thought she would have told me, give me a big lecture how, fluoride's, it's a toxic waste and all that shit. And I bet she had to tell her. But I said, look, I was just calling you early, but, I've come in here just to test you out and give you a lesson on exactly. I have not used, fluoride toothpaste for years, and by God, it's made a difference. Anyway.
I use baking soda.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't know how to use it, but I must try. But I actually bought a pack of baking soda a couple of years ago because some woman told me about I forgot it. Oh, have I? Potassium. There it is. See it.
PK, do you have the heat on in your house?
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it, but I'll show it to you.
You look freezing. You look cold. I thought you were in Australia. Are you sure you're not in Antarctica?
There's my little heater. I've turned the gas off because I can't afford the gas.
Good Lord.
He's on the other side of the wall.
That's what I got told. Where is it? Potassium permanganate. See that?
Wow, that looks toxic.
Well, I'll tell you, this woman, who's a lovely woman I met there in Melbourne a few years ago, she's gone back to Hungary for whatever reason. That's where she was born. She was really into all this healthy stuff, and she told me because of my cancer, supposed prostate, get this stuff, and it's like it's a few crystals. You put a few crystals in water, and it dissolves and turns a pinky color, and you take a few sips. Then you wait 3 minutes, then you get bicarbonate soda in a little glass, and you drown that down. And you do that 30 days, 30 days off, 30 days, 30 days off. And I did that for a couple of months or a year. And it's great. But this potassium permanganate, when I went to the chemist to get that, I went over the counter and they says, what do you want that for? I said, I just want it for a reason, He says, we can't give that to you because people come in to get this to commit suicide. I said, no, I'm not fucking, thinking about getting suicide because it's pretty deadly stuff, apparently. That's why, you put a few crystals. But anyway, I haven't tried that for a year. I've still got the bicarbonate in the pantry. I might start it again.
I wonder if any of that does anything, or your liver just processes it and expels it. I'm not a big subscriber on all these different direct methods to getting vitamins and minerals. I think we should just eat food, a balanced diet. I am not a proponent of any particular diet, and I think you'll be fine.
There's good living enzymes you can take in pills, because the food that
how can they be living if they're in a pill?
No, they're living, because if you put them on food, you'll watch them eat the food away. And if you watch the food that they're giving us, all this genetically modified food, it's not good for our stomachs. And the people I know that take these enzymes, they're quite healthy.
I think anyone that's aware of what they're eating is going to be more healthy than someone who's not. So just awareness goes a long way to your health.
Yeah,
sugar. Be careful what you put in. Those are probably the same people though that guzzle alcohol, which alcohol is the same chemical formula as gasoline. I don't think you drink gasoline.
No, I don't hang out with anybody that drinks alcohol.
Okay.
Hang on, just got to finish my glass of.
Peekay likes his wine. I know.
Peekay's just gonna dump some more. Lighter fluid down the old gullet.
It makes me sleep better. But anyway, look, I've just got to read something out here. We've gone off the COVID subject. I'm on this dating site. All right.
Wow.
No big deal.
You're in the market, Peekay?
No. We don't want to go outside. They're afraid to catch a virus.
He's spreading truth.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. This is a good site.
Spreadavirus.com.
It flirt to convert.
Let me tell a story. This site is called Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, all right. My friend was telling me about that. She had some luck on that.
Yeah, I think I spoke to her. Don't worry about it.
You threw her back.
COVID. Honestly, the good thing about it, unlike other sites, you can actually say hello to half of these idiots. But I looked at this woman's profile and just lived not far from me this morning. And on it, it had occupation. Hang on, let me check it again. What's it say? Aged care. Okay. I thought that's good. Let me go back to messages.
Is there a category for truther? I'd go right for the truthers.
No, you get banned if you put that one in. So instead of my usual, how's life treating you initial message, I put this. Do you work in a nursing home? Are people actually dying there from this deadly bug or from old age and other major health issues? And she actually replied, which is pretty rare. No offense, but what kind of question is that? And I said, well, I want to know the truth. They are using old, dying people in nursing homes as COVID deaths. No one under 50 has died from this supposed deadly virus. This stinks to high heaven. So anyway, she replied to that. Hang on, someone's sending me text messages late at night.
It's probably her now. She wants to go down to the bar.
No, it's been silly.
After a come online like that, I don't know how you don't get chicks on that site.
Hang on. Who was the one that mentioned Geelong before?
I did. Is that Frank? Frank, an ounce of salt.
No, this is silly Dave, the Geelong idiot. But anyway, she replied, what did she reply? You seriously think we use our dead residents as COVID deaths? LOL, what the fuck? So
she's got a potty mouth.
I said 80% of deaths are from nursing homes, all unnamed. Are you fucking kidding? Wake the fuck up. So I thought that would end her, but 6 hours later, she said, get the fuck out of my inbox, you weirdo. There's a few more. Then I said, it's dumb fucks like you who've got us into this mess. The world has been destroyed because brain dead, unthinking idiots like you believe what the government and media tell you. 158 deaths in 7 months, and this is a pandemic? Get a brain, idiot. 900 died from the flu last year, and idiots like you can't see this. is all about control and nothing to do with the bullshit virus. But then she comes up, do you ever wonder why you're single? You're not only ugly, you're angry and very rude. Now I'm about to report you, so I hope you have a great night. Anyway, I planted seeds, I think.
Why don't you just ask her the color of her eyes? Things would have gone a lot better.
Yeah, good call.
Color of her eyes?
Ash, what's the best come on line that anyone's ever used on you that's worked? What's the best pickup line?
I shouldn't say this because we were just talking about Ash's teeth, and it's usually you've got the best teeth I've ever come across. But I didn't want to say that.
Oh, that's awful. Jesus. Oh, no.
What time is it?
Oh, thank you. I can do something funny. Do you want to see something? Okay. Yeah. I'll turn that one off. Okay.
Let's get romantic here.
Wait, no. Oh, it's not working. So I can like turn off all the lights and all you see is my teeth.
We did.
Okay. That's funny.
Oh, what? Oh my God.
Oh, beautiful.
It's like Alice.
How did you know you can actually see your teeth? I want to know.
Oh, no, I was just being silly with some friends one time, and I was like, hey, do you reckon if I turn off all the lights and it just black, all you see is my teeth?
Are they radioactive?
Sorry?
Are they radioactive?
No, I was just doing it for fun. Like,
you don't use nuclear toothpaste, do you?
No.
If you're somewhere and we lose power and all the lights go out, do they just grab you and use it as a torch? No?
Smile and get out of the cave.
Hey guys, I gotta say goodbye. I gotta go.
All right, Bobby. Nice chatting with you. Come on over to the site, fakeologist.com, Bob.
I'll check you out, Peekay. Thanks for all the work. You're great, mate. We love you here.
We'll see you next week, hopefully.
You, Ash. You take care.
You too. Thank you.
Everyone have a great day.
You too, Bob.
Good on you, Bob. Go away, idiot.
Ash, are you going to come back on Saturday?
I will.
Okay, good. I'll tell Rolo. He's going to go crazy.
I know. We still we chat on the mobile and stuff. I love Rolo.
No, I meant he's going to be happy.
Yeah.
Just before we fake old, what time is it that you do the show?
We do it at, I believe it's 8 p.m. Australian time Saturday night. 8 p.m. Saturday night. And it goes for a couple hours.
Not the best time, but yeah.
Oh, well, you don't have to stay. Just come and go, say hi. That'd be fantastic. You don't have to be there the whole time.
How do you do it? How do I come on?
You got to use Discord. It's very easy. You can use it through your browser, or you can have a standalone program on your phone, on your laptop, on your desktop. It's super easy to use.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
And for a guy like you, who doesn't have a website that has a zillion YouTube sites, if you had a central place that will not go away, like a Discord server, then you could easily communicate with all your fans, because you have quite a few fans. That way you wouldn't have to worry about, the YouTube site when you need site number 89 and people can't find you easily.
No, I'm not, St. George. He said I'm blind in bed by then.
Okay.
I don't get... Blind means drunk, if you don't know what that means.
No, yeah, I never heard that.
I can't.
No, it's late now.
I don't get blind. I've never been blind for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I used to drink a bit. I think one time on the Fakeologist show, I had a few too many wines.
God.
That's fine.
God. Oh, Robbo Max, good to see you. Where you been? Do you know who Robbo Max is, guys?
No.
Oh, shit, you're joking. Ash, do you know who Robbo Max is?
No.
Oh, Robbo, I thought everyone knew you. Obviously, they don't. He's a Scotsman.
Mm-hmm. Peekay, have you ever been on John LeBon's show?
Oh, please. Oh, you've gone from Jungle Surfer to John LeCon. Oh, no.
All right. You're not a big fan?
No.
Okay.
I used to speak to him going back 3-4 years. We were actually going to do a show together. We used to talk. He was going to meet me here in Melbourne when he came here, whatever.
Mhm.
Never got to meet him. He's a bit weird, sorry. He's a fence sitter. He's a shit stirrer who sits on the fence and you don't know which way he's going. And it just, I'm not into that shit. I'm not
I
into
got
that.
He plays mind games.
Exactly. And I think he's all about, making money out of this shit. But
Yes.
I
He doesn't deny that.
Well, it's not all about money, but
No. But money helps a little bit.
it does, of course. If you're going to put the work in, and you want some sort of, some reward for it. I mean, it's
Absolutely. You should be paid something, and the Patreon is one way.
well, that's just a small way,
Yes, it's a small way.
And that's why you guys are here. I mean, I'm rewarding you guys.
No, it's great. It's a great
And
idea. Actually, you're the only guy I know that does something like this. It's really smart.
you wouldn't see Max Egan do that with his 450 subscribers.
No. Well,
Apparently,
he's still trying to find the Christchurch shooter. Let him find it.
well, it's another guy I shouldn't have mentioned. I don't want to give publicity to these guys. But anyway, his channel's gone. But that was all I reckon was a setup.
Oh, sure.
He's done his time. He's done his job. Thank you, Max. Now, you've had all these world tours that we've paid for you, and your patrons have paid for you. Just have a break, mate. Anyway,
all right.
But anyway, I don't know, Jeff C. You know Jeff C, don't you?
I'm aware of Jeff C. Yes, definitely.
I looked at it yesterday. He's got like 450 patrons, which is staggering. See,
that is amazing. He does a lot of work, though.
Good on him, but we had a bust up 5-6 years ago, and I'll never forgive him for that. And I've got no interest in him. I forgive and forget normally, but no, that was a bit too much.
I don't know the story there.
We'll let it go. But he tried to sweeten. He made a comment a year a bit ago, saying something about he found out my mother died probably a year and a half ago.
That's nasty. Should not get personal. There's too many other things to discuss with regards to truth. So, personal is not good.
No, well, I've got my friends. I know, try to think that, the people I talk to now are good people. Max Egan, 5 years, I thought he was the greatest person in the world, by God. And it's a kick in the guts when you find out he's not, when he's sort of, not only that, he's on the other side. And that makes you think twice.
Yes.
Who do you trust? I've had phone calls from people. I'll just mention it. You probably don't. Ash would probably be aware of it. The Oatlands, 6 children that died.
Yeah, that was in January. Yeah, and that was like the first thing that was waking me up because it was so close to home because I had my school formal at Oatlands Golf House.
Was that January this year?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, last night on the tally, which I don't watch, I had a few people. Actually, where is he? The guy he said he's coming on next week. A new guy, he phoned me. He said, you got to watch this documentary last night about the Oatlands thing. I said, I couldn't watch that shit again. I'd made all these videos, and it's obvious it was all bullshit, and I couldn't bear to watch it, because that's what they do. They bring it on and make it look like it's real. They set up the interviews 6 months later. I couldn't bear to watch it. But why I mention that, because when this happened, not long, I was making videos, some guy called me, and he lived around there, and he gave me all this info, I thought, which was good. But then days later, he contacted me and said, I think this is really real. What's going on here? So, see you later. I'm not interested. And that happened as well with some guy supposedly met Max Egan, and you don't know who to trust. And another thing I'll tell you now,
Yeah.
I had a party here at my place 2 years coming this December. And I invited just through my channel anyone, in Melbourne.
Oh, that's brave.
And, I knew that most of them that were going to come. And this guy came. Never knew who he was. He contacted me through email. He said it was his wedding anniversary with his wife.
Mm.
He happened to live in Geelong, which is a fair way away. He happened to work in the prison department. And if you know anything about this Burke Street event, do you, Ash, you know about it, Burke Street?
Yeah, look, I thought it was all real and stuff until like January and February.
It wasn't real. I'll tell you now, nothing happened. Anyway,
Yeah, I realised.
This guy, apparently, because they've got the guy in the car who's supposed to kill people, didn't even go down Burke Street. This guy is supposed in prison, but this guy who worked in the medical part of it, guess what? He came to my place, right, with his wife, and that was a good way to stooge me, because there weren't many women. There's 3 women that turned up, about 15 guys, which were all outside talking conspiracies, which he was one of them. His wife was inside talking to a few others all night. Anyway, he went out. He was outside talking to Matt Pyman. Will vouch for this. He's out there. He said a story that a medical parcel came for Jimmy Gargasolis, the supposed Burke Street guy, but it was misplaced and went to him. Oh, what? If I'd heard that night, I was to get the fuck out of here. And it's turned out, I don't know when they left, but it turned out he sent me these images of this great big mansion. He said, "Oh, you can come over anytime." What? Bullshit. But what happened then, I never heard from him. And then when I started making my Christchurch 2-hour video, it took me months. He kept sending me emails. When's this New Zealand video going to come? When's it going to come? I'm thinking, what the fuck are you interested about that? If it comes, it comes. You don't even talk to me. Haven't talked to me since the party or anything. You don't make comments. I don't even know what channel you're on. But you want to know when this New Zealand video is coming up. Sorry. You're a plant, mate, So anyway, off that topic, but you got to be careful. Is he gone? No, he's still there. Anyway, guys, 10:30. Ash, what are you playing tomorrow?
I'm just going to do some studying. Yeah.
Studying, all right.
Yeah, reading some books and stuff. So I want to make a video of a book I'm reading. So,
All right. So you can't come to Melbourne yet because, whatever. We're not letting anyone in because we don't want anyone coming in this great city of ours.
That's crazy.
You did say you came to Werribee, did you?
Yeah. Oh, I stayed with my friend in Reservoir a few years ago, and then I got another new friend.
Reservoir or reservoir?
Reservoir.
Some reservoir, some say reservoir. I actually say reservoir, I think. Anyway. Yeah, well, that's not far from me. Werribee's not far as well. So, anyway.
Yeah. I stayed there. And then I drove a little bit there because I parked my car at her house, and then she just lived down the road from the Reservoir station. But yeah, no, I went there a few times. You know
Werribee's got a sewage farm, don't you?
No, I don't think I've been to Werribee. That's where one of my new friends lives. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a sewage farm. It's got to be somewhere, I suppose. Anyway, psychologist, still there?
I'm still here, sir. I'm here, mate, as you guys say.
We're going to close down.
Yeah, that's fine. It was a good show. Fantastic.
Let us know about this, what's it, Saturday, 8 p.m.?
Yes.
Usually the last footy game's going on that night. Not that footy gives I give a stuff about it anymore, but
you shouldn't.
There's nothing much more that,
bread and circuses.
You're in Canada. Shit, I was meant to ask the guys. Is the NFL going to start on time, or is it past the time, or what's the go there?
I don't think any sports is happening on time.
The Major League Baseball, apparently they've got preseason games started this week, and I think real games are starting soon. Don't know.
Well, I think that's part of the agenda to get rid of all the nonsense which is sports, I think.
Well, they use the sport as a diversion, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all in it. AFL, which is Australian Football League, they
Yeah.
made sure they played one game. They just so happened in March, and then they stopped it and got of all people. Oh no! Then they brought it back 6 weeks ago, and everyone, yeah, it's all good again. Yeah, footy's back. That's all that matters, you know. But yet, then Melbourne, which is the centre of the football world, they just palmed out all the Melbourne players for 10 clubs, 10 out of 18 in the state, 2 days before we announced a complete stage 3 lockdown again. Perfect timing. So now all the footballers are in either Queensland or New South Wales or Perth. Now they're going to move them down to Tasmania. Because can you believe good old Tassie, which is just separated by that strait, not far. They haven't had a case in 2 months, but I heard today they had a case. I don't know what happened there, but in 2 months they haven't had a case. But anyway, thank you, Tim.
You're welcome. I sent you a message on Patreon. I really don't like using these services to send stuff. That we can use old-fashioned email as well, because obviously every time you use one of the services, they read everything you're doing. Email is a little safer. So, but fake11.com/Discord. Anyone wants to join my Discord, it's free, it's open. We just asked a few questions to make sure you're not on the dark side. But you're welcome to join, PK. I think you'd have a good time.
Haven't got a message from Patreon. Did you send it to me?
I just did, but that's what I don't like about them. They're obviously gatekeepers in another way. If you could just give me your straight up email, I can just send you the message. My email is ima@fakeologist.com.
Oh, well, I don't want to give my email, but
all right, that's fine.
They read my email too. You can't tell me they don't read my emails. Oh, come on.
Well, of course, but I just don't want to give more people in the power structure all the information so easily. Let them work for it.
All right. Matt Pyman, a good friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Fakeologists for years. Much respect.
Oh, thank you, Matt Pyman.
You do know Matt Pyman, do you?
No, I've never heard the name, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, well, he's a Melbourne guy. He just put out a quick video. He's made a mask, which it's from an old T-shirt which just hangs down. He's put all his writing on it. It's like a book. I mean, you can stand in front of him and read it for half an hour. He's going to wear it tomorrow. He probably drives a truck. It's going to be interesting. He's a good man. Collingwood supporter like me, but we don't give a fuck about football. What's it say? PK's email is PK. Oh, there you go. What's this?
Don't get too excited about comments.
PK loves
Egan@google.com. Yeah, silly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you for having me on. It's lovely to see Ashika, beautiful as ever.
That boy, beautiful shit. I told you that. Don't say that again.
And PK, I think next time you should wear your mask if you want to do the show. I don't want to have to report you to the contact tracing team in Melbourne.
Did you see my video where I tried the 4 masks on?
No, is that today's video?
No, I did that 4 days ago.
Okay, I'll have to take a look at it.
Go back. I'll tell you what.
You're so prolific.
Let me tell you what I called it. Oh, come on. If you didn't, I'll tell you. Hang on. I'll find it. I nearly choked. There it is. Mandatory masks. Enough is enough. I did that July 19th. What's that? 3 days ago. Honestly, I put that mask on and I was choking within 20 seconds. I don't know how people wear them.
Well, try wearing a mask when you have allergies.
Yeah,
you're sneezing away. Guess where the sneeze goes? It's a mess.
Yeah.
Not good. Not meant for human consumption. Masks.
Max Egan dislikes PK. Call him a dickhead. Oh.
Okay. Don't get into the drama. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys, and I'll be happy to join in on another show. There's one more show I was on last night, PK. You might want to look at it. There's a website called thebigvirushoax.com, and there's a guy named Brian and Mike. They're not really into truth. They're more Trumper guys, but they are on to the coronavirus hoax. So there's a lot of new people coming from different directions looking for truth. And those guys do a Zoom call every night at 8 p.m. for 40 minutes as long as it's free. So you might want to Zoom bomb them. They leave their information so you can get into their show. I've been on their show twice now. So it's good we promote all the people that are speaking the same language. So thebigvirushoax.com. Everyone should take a look at these guys. They seem real.
All right, man. Thanks for coming. Well,
All right. All the best.
I want to get 10 people.
Bye, Abe.
See you Saturday.
I see you, man. Yeah. Oh, actually, like I said, I want to get 10 people. I think you can get 10 people on this. I don't know where our British friends went tonight because, we had 3. And there was another guy who's been trying to come on. What was his name?
Oh,
Lot.
are they in the waiting room? What is it?
No, the last few times he appeared for a fleeting second, but he just disconnected every time. I don't know if he had problems, but I'm not sure what his name was. I can't remember. But I think I got a message from him saying he was going to try again. But anyway, thanks for coming. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you for all your videos. You do amazing. Thank you.
Oh, well, videos are videos. It's, it's if they're helping people, well, I hope so. But
oh, they are. I would never have been awake or whatever the word is. If it wasn't for me, just spam watching all your videos and stuff. And
we need more than just videos. I even said to my Geelong friend before, because I like to make phone calls to.
Yeah.
You don't speak to Daniel Andrews. You don't speak to the Prime Minister. You don't speak to the Health Minister. But you make a call, and whoever answers it, if they're getting flooded, if everyone's making a call to them, they're going to sort of, it's going to do something. I don't know what, but he said to me, I said to him, make it, because he was complaining to me, this and this. I said, don't complain to me. If you got a complaint, ring fucking Daniel Andrews up and tell him or.
That's right.
That's not going to do
You've got to
anything.
make him accountable.
All right. Robbo Max, where did he send this? Hang on. Robbo Max said, ask Ashika to sing a few lines before she goes. Did you hear that?
I don't have any.
He said that through Skype.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't have any background music, but I can just go a cappella, I guess.
Sing a few lines of your favorite song, whatever.
All right.
The stage is yours.
Okay. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights feeling, I think I got the words wrong, feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. But now wait. I got the words wrong.
I know the song.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights.
I spent so many
nights. I used to cry. But now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that same old little person, still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. What's the next line? But now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to crush me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I. I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive, and I've got all my life to live. I got all my life to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. That's all I
Wow.
know.
Who sang that? Who sang that song?
Gloria Gaynor.
Right. It was a 70s disco hit. You obviously know Gloria Gaynor. She made a few songs like Never Can Say Goodbye, Reach Out, I'll Be There, I think.
Okay.
And all tops. Anyway, that was a big hit. Anyway, Robbo's come on. What did he say? Ash, great stuff. You should sing on the next video. Peekay wants to sing on instead of him. No. You'll never be as good as me. I'm sorry. Only joking. Oh, well, I love it. Pyman. Any more compliments? I won't say what Jace Ventura said. I think that's a compliment. You can read that for yourself. Actually, hang on. I'll put what Jace Ventura said. I didn't realize I could do this. Hang on, there it is. Watch this. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, wow. That's so clever.
Now it's Peekay's turn. Oh no. I need background music. Shit, how come that disappeared? All right, couple more quick ones and we're going. What the freaking hell? Here's a good one. What's that one say?
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Oh, there's a question for you, whatever that means. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Where did that go? There. What's this about?
Oh, blockchain. Yeah, like quite a few of my friends are like, they, you know, into software and programming and all that stuff, and so they've mentioned blockchain a few times. I personally am not. I haven't read much into it or anything like that. I really just wonder about like the versatility of it, especially with what's happening as well. I think everything's becoming decentralized.
Sorry, I got no idea what that means, but we've got a domestic here. Shit, bloody hell! Can you read what it says?
Where my wife hate you, Ash. Oh, all right then. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, you see, you've started domestic. Anyway, blockchain is part of the beast system. All right, I've never heard of this. Fakeologist is back. Fakeologist is back.
Yeah.
Saturday on
It's like the Friday Australian Roundtable.
I thought it said fart. I had to have a better look. I thought, okay. All right, guys. This has been one of the longest shows we've had. Thanks for coming on. I've got to check the figures here. What have we got here? 72. Shit. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I was getting like 500 on, the good old days, but, doesn't really matter. Well, I'm sure this could. What's that noise?
Oh, it's me typing.
Oh, Robbo says I should have wrench. Oh, don't tell me there's been trolls. Have you noticed any trolls?
No.
Any guys, have you noticed any trolls? I think we've just before we go. His wife just busted him whacking off in front of the computer. Oh God. Trolls? No trolls, right? Everyone catch. No, Robbo said just in case. I don't think I've seen any trolls. I think I've blocked most of the idiots over the weeks. Actually, they've been pretty good lately. You're a Russian troll. Yeah. All right, Ash, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Take care. And Good luck with whatever you're doing. Everyone else, thanks for coming on. I'll see you next week. I might do a show probably 3 or 4 days' time with everyone's favourite Tiny Tim, as that guy called him before. No, it's not Tiny Tim. It's Terrible Tim.
Yeah, it's funny.
There's only one Tiny Tim. Do you know who Tiny Tim was, Ash?
No.
You are kidding me. Before we go, everyone in chat, do you know who Tiny Tim was and what was his famous song? Let's hear it. I'm sure Pyman knows. Tiny Tim was a legend in the tiptoe. Yeah, a bit more than that. That's the start of it, tiptoe. Tiptoe through the what? Tiptoe through the tulips. Do you remember that, Ash?
No.
Get on YouTube, Google Tiny Tim Tiptoe Through the Tulips. And
Okay.
what you'll find is an episode from a show from the 60s and 70s called Laugh-In. Does everyone remember Laugh-In? It was one of the best shows out. It was Dan Rowan and Dick Martin. They had some classics. They had Ruth Buzz and Soccer to Me. And what was the other one? Here Come the Judge. Here Come the Judge. And in one of my videos I made recently, there's a guy, I can't remember his name, who says, that is very interesting but stupid. And they used to say all things, but if you type in Tiptoe Through the Tulips and Tiny Tim, he did a thing. He's a weird character. He plays a little ukulele, tiny little ukulele, and he's the weirdest looking thing. He's got longish hair, great big Jewish noggin nose. But apparently, I don't know what his real name is. Apparently, I'm not sure if this is true or not. He was so obsessed with hygiene and cleanliness, he showered 6 times a day.
Ah.
I heard that somewhere. I'm not sure if it's, people want to research. But if you look at him and say, my God, this guy doesn't shower for weeks and weeks and weeks. Anyway, check it out. Tiny Tim. Did you type it in? Did you have a look? Or do it later?
Oh, no. I can have a
Do it later. Everyone, Tiny Tim. And on that note, everybody, tiptoe through the tulips tonight, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, Ash.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.